It's not the billionaires, it's you. And what I mean by that is you're the only person that can make circumstances fair for you. There seems to be a lot of discourse online around how tax the rich, eat the rich, etc., that their wealth should be redistributed, that no one should have billions and billions and billions. Well, let me tell you, complaining is not going to do anything, and complaining has never done anything. Maybe riots have done something in the past, looking at you, French Revolution, but otherwise, complaining is passive. And while you're complaining, while you're sitting there and pouring all of your energy every single day into complaining on social media, complaining to your friends, complaining to your coworkers, complaining to your boss, whoever it is, complaining just keeps you where you are, because while you're spending your energy complaining, you are doing nothing to change your circumstances. You're telling yourself and the universe basically that, yeah, you're fine where you are, but you're just going to be negative and complain about it. Change comes when you actually get up and do something. That's how it works. How many times do you hear people say, oh, I have a great paying job, but I'm not really happy, or even this well paying job isn't enough to be able to afford what I want? And then, of course, it's easy to go for the low hanging fruit and say, oh, real estate is too expensive, cost of living is too expensive. All of these things are keeping me down, and we need to change the system. No, no. The first thing you need to change is yourself. You need to tell yourself, this isn't enough for me, and I'm going to do something about it. Now, while you're complaining about all those trust fund people, people who inherited things that you don't have, people who are spending their time doing the things they love because they can afford to, well, let me tell you, you can do the same thing if you put in the effort. And going to the same job, working there for 8, 10 hours, commuting back, doing all those things is not putting in effort. It is putting in effort to staying where you are. Putting in effort means to do something for yourself. Do you see the difference? The difference is if you're putting in the effort to stay where you are, you're going to be rewarded by staying there until circumstances change. But there's not going to be some magic socialist politician coming to help you to make everything fair and to make it work. You are the only person who can do that. And you need to get up right now and say to yourself, I'm not happy where I am and I want to change it. And I'm going to do it in this and that way. So I'm going to think of a plan, think of what you can do, go and start doing it step by step. And it's going to be really hard. It is going to be really hard. But you need to remember, even those people that have all those things you don't have, their parents also had to work probably 10 times harder than you did to get that generational wealth. Now, if you want to create it in one life on your own or with a partner or with a family, it's going to take a lot of effort, and people seem to forget that. People want to stay where they are, but somehow magically make that be the catalyst of their success. Well, if you stay where you are, you're going to be what you are for the rest of your life. That's how it works. No effort, no reward, no movement, no destination. And most importantly, putting up with something is not the same as putting in effort. Putting up and putting in effort are two very different things. Putting up means, let's say your job sucks, but you're working very hard, you're still pushing mentally, physically, emotionally, and you're telling yourself, I work hard. You're not working hard, you're putting up very hard with it, and your body's going to give way eventually. That's what happened to me. That's why I'm recording these videos now. To First of all, I would say just do something for yourself. Find a small 5-10 minutes of happiness in your day, if nothing else. And if you can't make your putting up with for anything else, just put up with it so you can have some free time. And the other thing is take responsibility. If you are not happy with where you are, you need to start doing things to change that. Whether it's learning a skill, trying to get into a new field, or just asking yourself, what would I do as a job or as a hobby or something that would make me happy, and then see what you can do to make that reality. And that's it for me today.